It's 5 o'clock, and the top story today, claims of innocence in New York as the ousted Venezuelan president and first lady make a first appearance before a federal judge.
It's their first time before a U.S. judge since President Trump had them captured just days ago. This is also just the first in a series of hearings which could last well over a year.
Jay Gray now has the charges that the couple is facing and also the concerns today about that surprise weekend operation.
Good evening. Nicolas Maduro assertive inside the courtroom today, telling the judge multiple times he is innocent and being held illegally, filling a legal pad with notes during his first U.S. court appearance.
Represents the working class.
With dozens gathered outside the federal courthouse in Manhattan, inside, ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, pleading not guilty to federal charges including conspiracy and drug trafficking, 2 days after they were captured during a late-night U.S. raid at the presidential palace in Caracas. Maduro walking with a bit of a limp, Flores with bandages on her arms and head, allegedly from injuries sustained in the attack. During the 30-minute arraignment, Maduro tells the judge he's been, quote, kidnapped and that he is a decent man and still president of my country.
I think what President Maduro said in court speaks for itself.
His court-appointed attorney providing a glimpse of the defense strategy, questioning the legality of what he calls a, quote, military abduction, and saying as the head of a sovereign state, he should be afforded immunity from prosecution. As the legal process now begins to unfold, there continue to be questions about what comes next. President Trump warning Maduro's vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, sworn in today as the acting president of Venezuela, if she doesn't cooperate with the U.S.
I just say that she will face a situation probably worse than Maduro.
The president saying he hasn't ruled out the possibility of a second strike in Venezuela. Also suggesting he could turn his attention and potential U.S. enforcement action to narco-terrorists in Colombia and drug cartels in Mexico. Jay Gray, NBC News, New York.
And NBC Nightly News with Tom Llamas is following this case very closely. Tonight on the show, they'll have what's next for Maduro's appearance in court and also uncertainty that is now afoot in Venezuela. That's ahead at 6:30 right here on Channel 13.
Developing tonight, we're learning new owners could be taking over a troubled apartment complex on the east side. And we're talking about the Hawthorne Apartments near 32nd and Emerson Ave.
This comes after shootings in this new year had 4 people shot, 2 died. Matthew Foltz talked today with 2 city leaders who are calling for change, and this is a conversation you'll see only on 13.
Yeah, both these counselors really tell me they are trying and pushing to eliminate crime at these apartment complexes. We're talking about counselors Keith Graves and Ron Gibson. Both of them tell me that they met with the Indianapolis Housing Authority earlier this afternoon, and they say the property is in talks to sell to new owners with the capacity to make major improvements. Now, it follows the shootings from early Saturday morning where we know 17-year-old Christian Gonzalez and 20-year-old Brian Romero died at the scene. The 2 other injured people are still recovering at the hospital. Now, while we were filming at the location today, the complex looked deserted. Trash left next to dumpsters you just saw right there, multiple windows boarded up and even bullet holes in some windows. Now, Graves and Gibson both tell me that the new potential owners have promised fixes.
Promises for additional patrol. We've got promises to make sure that some of those important maintenance that create a safe and healthy environment are going to be met. Those are some of the things that were important to us, and they're also, it was enlightening and encouraging to know that it was also important to IHA.
Now, Gibson says the new owners will need to make sure these apartments stay affordable. Now, the timing and conditions of the sale are still unclear right now. In the meantime, though, police are trying to learn exactly what led up to this fatal shooting. Of course, they're asking anyone with any information to give them a call.
All right, but we could see a change at the top, and that could ultimately be so much better for the residents there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of incidents there. Thank you, Matthew.
Tonight, the Marion County coroner is now identifying an 18-year-old who was killed in a crash that occurred on New Year's Day. The coroner previously had asked for help finding Bobby Joe Short's family as they worked to identify her. It happened at the intersection of West 10th and North Ballman Street. The driver, who's accused of hitting her at that crash site, told Metro Police that once he realized what happened, he pulled over and called 911. And tonight, an Indianapolis man is officially charged with murder a week after police say he shot and killed his wife. They said that was an act constructed right in front of their children.
Cecil Maines made his first court appearance this morning. Our Ashton Hackman explains what new documents reveal and has reaction from the prosecutor.
Cecil Maines had no criminal record until now. The father of 4 is now charged with murder. Police say Maines shot his wife, Jerry, twice in front of their 4 kids at their home on Indy's southeast side. Jerry Maines later died at the hospital. New court documents show the children called police in the moments after the shooting. "My mom has been shot," one of them told dispatch. While comforting their mother, the children told police where their dad drove off to. Police arrested Cecil minutes later.
It's just a tragedy on every level, and the kids are the ones who are left with picking up the pieces of what took place from this, incredibly tragic murder.
Cecil allegedly asked for an attorney when police questioned him. Detectives collected his clothes, gun holster, and 3 phones. He's been held in jail since his arrest. Court documents say Jerry caught Cecil cheating on her and had him move out. She filed a protection order on Christmas Day, alleging Cecil had threatened multiple times to kill her, a chilling threat that prosecutors say became reality just days later. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
And Cecil Maines is being held without bond in the Marion County Jail. His next court date is scheduled for February 10th.
Tonight, a state lawmaker is introducing a bill that would change who keeps people safe in downtown Indianapolis. It comes from Republican State Senator Michael Young. He wrote this bill, and he did so to address some public safety concerns about creating a downtown district. So take a look. What we did here was we outlined this proposed zone for you in red on this map. Everything inside the border, as well as Victory Field and Lucas Oil Stadium, would be impacted. Now, if this measure is passed, it means that the governor and the mayor of Indianapolis would work together with state police and Metro Police. If those groups can't reach a deal by the end of the year, Indiana State Police would be in charge of all law enforcement in this key area. The bill also calls for a special downtown district prosecutor as well. Angela.
Yeah, Maria, it was nice to see the sunshine.
It certainly
Felicia,
was.
you too?
Yes, it's beautiful sunset, January 5th. We're back at work and we're facing warm temperatures for the first full week of 2026.
I know. I was thinking back to the week. Everyone came back on a Monday after Thanksgiving, and we had that morning snow, and it was just so disruptive.
Yes.
It was just so much better today to have the sunshine.
I mean, if we're going to be here.
If we're
Can
going
we
to be
do
here.
it in warm weather?
Yes. Made it to 51 this afternoon, and you said it. It is a really nice sunset out there. Take full advantage. We've got a nice mild week ahead. 47 degrees at Morris Reservoir, 47 Bunker Hill, and we still have 48 degrees in Indianapolis after our high of 51. These temperatures, by the way, about 15 warmer from 24 hours ago. We're up 15 in Shelbyville and Lafayette, up 14 in Monticello, and it's 12 degrees warmer in Portland at this hour. We have a few clouds moving in right now. Radar is clear. There's a little weather system up to our north and west. It will quickly move our way late tonight and early tomorrow. Increase the cloud deck, bring us a slight chance of a little bit of drizzle or a passing shower early on Tuesday. But by this time tomorrow, our skies start to clear again, and it is going to be another mild day. Clouds, we will include a stray shower, but they're going to be few and far between. Most of us don't have any rain at all early tomorrow. Early morning temperatures in the mid-40s, and from there, we get into the mid-50s for highs tomorrow, even warmer in the 7-day in a few minutes.